So the other day I was talking about how there was some good news and some bad news, and overwhelmingly the good news has been rather good. I'm just going to be honest about it. So I thought this was a very interesting topic to sort of broach and talk about because it could lead Microsoft to some very cool places. And I know a lot of people are kind of down on Xbox lately, myself included. It's just one of those things where as a fan we kind of didn't get maybe what we expected this generation so far. But I wanted to get into this because this came out and it's something that I wanted to cover because it is something that I do appreciate very much about Xbox. So I'm figuring you guys would really enjoy hearing about this. So according to this comes from Windows Central. It's a little exclusive thing from Jez Gordon, as you guys know. And it sounds very interesting. So according to this, Xbox President Sarah Bond has set up a new team dedicated to game preservation as well as forward compatibility. So again, this is very, very good news and very interesting news, and I'll give my take on what it means or what I believe it means after I get into it. So Sarah Bond was promoted to Xbox President, as you guys know, a few months ago, and kickstarted something of a reorganization to streamline Microsoft's gaming organization to position itself more for the future. Now, obviously, with the Activision Blizzard stuff that they've acquired, Xbox has become something of a gaming powerhouse with huge platforms across console and PC, as well as mobile and subscription services. Even if you disregard the millions of Game Pass subscribers, Microsoft counts various other subscription services for gaming within the fold, from Fallout to Minecraft Realms, as well as World of Warcraft. So the complexity of Xbox's business is doubtless a huge challenge, but there are similar huge opportunities ahead for them. Now, Sarah Bond recently sent out an email to rally the troops while also sharing some interesting bits of news in the process, and Microsoft has confirmed to them that the correspondence is genuine, so this is 100% real. So it's been nearly 6 months since we came together as an organization. Our collective achievements in that timeline are tremendous. Everyone should feel incredibly proud of what we've achieved and excited about the opportunities ahead. We are moving full speed ahead on our next generation hardware, focused on delivering the biggest technical leap over any generation. Sarah also touched upon Microsoft's innovations in gaming AI, understood to be a big part of Microsoft's vision for the future of Xbox. They were recently told that departing AI innovator Kareem Chowdhury was known within the organization for putting players and developers first. It seems that influence will continue driving Microsoft through processes of tech. It says we're innovating in gaming AI focused on delivering player first, developer first value in discovery, engagement, and creator velocity. Further in, Sarah describes how Microsoft is continuing to work to integrate Activision Blizzard games and Battle.net into Game Pass and PC Game Pass, and Microsoft brought Diablo 4 to Game Pass as well a short time ago in collaboration with the Microsoft Store platform team on the Windows side. Bond also revealed that due to Diablo hitting Game Pass, Xbox has now become the number one platform for the game, saying, and I quote, "We are integrating Activision Blizzard King titles into our services. We launched Diablo 4 into Game Pass, and Xbox has quickly become the number one platform for Diablo 4 players." Bond reiterated that some of the things going on the horizon, saying, quote, "We are integrating with Battle.net, all while launching Call of Duty Warzone Mobile and preparing for the upcoming Hellblade 2, Avowed, and Indiana Jones and The Great Circle." But they also, the most important part, in my opinion, is this: building a new team for game preservation in the future. So recently, the preservation of games has become an increasing concern. I know it has for me personally, as well as many of you, because we have digital libraries. So as the shift to digital licensing models and online services has made it too easy for games to go permanently offline, it's a massive problem in mobile gaming, where publishers and companies like Apple and Google have no problem wiping games from existence. Even core platforms like Nintendo are known to shut down stores, offlining many games. Microsoft is closing parts of the Xbox 360 store this year for new purchases. However, hundreds of the most popular backwards compatible games escape the 360 and continue to live on the Xbox One and Series X and S platforms. It seems that now they'll live on even further. As part of the emails to her team, Sarah Bond revealed that Microsoft has set up a dedicated team to ensure the future proofing of the current Xbox game library against future hardware paradigm shifts, ensuring that our games remain accessible long into the future. Quote, "We have formed a new team dedicated to game preservation, important to all of us at Xbox and the industry itself. We are building on our strong history of delivering backwards compatibility to our players, and we remain committed to bringing forward the amazing library of Xbox games for future generations of players to enjoy." We have formed a new team. Yeah. So anyway, that's pretty big news, honestly. Sources say that Microsoft may have more to share publicly in this area around the annual Xbox Showcase, which is set to take place on June 9th. Sarah Bond also played tribute to Kareem Chowdhury, who's retiring earlier in the week at the goodbye party. Longtime leader in Xbox, we shared stories about the obstacles we've overcome and the incredible things that the team has done. As I was listening to those stories, I realized the Team Xbox embodies those same three qualities. So again, it's interesting because Jez Gordon recently outlined the pain points that Microsoft will have to overcome in an extensive article that he actually did this week. One of the concerns that he specifically pertained to was what might happen to the digital libraries in a universe where, publishers seek growth at the expense of the console. Not only does it sound as though Microsoft has no plans to throw in the towel when it comes to gaming hardware, but it sounds as though Microsoft is preparing to ensure that no matter what happens, we should be able to maintain access to our games long term. He knows that Microsoft is quite proud of Windows back-end capabilities, considering you can run games from the 80s via Microsoft DOS without issues. Also knows that Microsoft wants to ensure that Xbox is known for similar dedication to preservation. So there's a lot of challenges and things like that as gaming is increasingly centralized around a handful of games as a service games and things like that. So it is a fair kind of assumption to assume that they're going to work on more backwards compatibility. I reached out to Jez and I asked him, I said, does this mean more backwards compatibility titles, and he says it might. So what that means is the holdup between them acquiring Activision and the lack of the Call of Duty games and the Activision titles backwards compatible on Xbox means that they could have been working on the backwards compatibility stuff for those games, and they'll announce them sometime in June. So that makes a lot of sense to open that up. For me, I don't think they should have ever closed down the backwards compatibility program. It should have been something that they continued to work on. It was even if it was just something that they couldn't do a lot of at a time, a few games here or there, I thought it was really cool because it really kind of focused on it was just something that really brought people together. And not only did it bring people together, but it was just something positive with Xbox, which I think in this kind of particular day and age, you need something like that to kind of get along these days, So yeah, I think that's pretty cool. What this means, I'm not 100% sure yet. I think we'll have to wait and see. Some people said, oh, well, maybe they'll just make games available via cloud. I don't think that is preserving games, to be honest with you. Just putting games in the cloud or whatever, to me, that's not preserving anything. But we'll wait and see, take it one step at a time. It is good that they are at least thinking about this stuff. I'm going to link the article. You guys can check it out. Let me know what you think. Thanks so much for watching. Rack 'em up. Have a great day. Crap Gamer out.